All right. Hello, hello, hello. Having some technical difficulties, so I'm waiting for a friend to show up. Let me know. Make sure that you can hear the audio, not the ice maker in the back, but just me, hopefully. Um, Before I started the stream, um, the mic was not working, so I had to reschedule the stream, and then the my headphones stopped working, so I couldn't check and make sure that the audio is working. So, yeah, someone's trying to keep me from doing this reading, but I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep going because there's something going on the set of Scream 7. And for anyone who knows me, knows that Scream, the first movie, 1996, my favorite movie of all time. And yes, I'm old enough to have seen it in theaters at 12 years old. Probably shouldn't have, but I was there. Um, so if we get down into it, thank you, Marie. If we get down into it, she's giving me the thumbs up that I have to look up here. By the way, I'm used to my camera being more here, so I'm trying to. Sorry about that. By the way, hi Marie. Yes, I'm on. Um, if we look at what's transpired in just the past week has been crazy for the whole thing that's going on. Um, Melissa Barrera, the main character currently in the current franchise that was taken over with Scream 5 or Scream 2022, Scream 6. It was supposed to lead into Scream 7. She was fired for comments, allegedly, for comments that she made for that were pro Palestine. And I'm not going to get into that right now. But then Jenna Ortega, the co-star who plays Melissa Barrera's sister, so they play each other like they're pretty close, right, on and off screen. So it was a few days after the firing that she was kind of under the radar, liking posts and this kind of thing, and it seemed to the fans like I don't think the reason that they gave was right. And the reason they gave is, well, Jenna Ortega is not going to be coming back because of scheduling conflicts for Wednesday season 2, which I mean it is plausible. It's possible, but one second. Um, okay. Um, yeah, I was muted. Sorry. Um, so anyway, I wanted to look into this this situation because it's not just these two actresses. If we go back to Scream 6, some of us will remember that Neve Campbell, the star of the Scream franchise since 1996, um, she was lowballed basically and not given the pay that she deserved basically for carrying a franchise on her back for 25 years. So she decided that she wasn't going to be insulted by accepting, a lowballed offer. And a lot of the fans stuck by her with that and everything. And I myself, like, kind of didn't want to see Scream 6, but I still went and saw it. Now, as far as Scream 7, I'm kind of wondering where everything is headed now because now we have the two leads fired, or one's fired and one is allegedly having scheduling conflicts. And now the producers are like, oh, we want Neve Campbell back because um, because it's almost I think that the word that they use, I wish I had the article up right now, but their like bingo card or like wish card or something like that was that Neve Campbell would come back with her husband, not her husband in real life, but the one that she met in the series, her character's husband, Patrick Dempsey, that they would come back and that they would be the stars of Scream 7. Now that seemed really fishy to me, and it seemed like it was like fan baiting. So what I want to look at here is the energy around these firings, scheduling conflicts. Sorry, hit the mic here. I'm at my sister's setup, by the way, so that's why everything looks very much nicer. And little cats in the background. I can't really touch the bite. But so I want to have a look and see what the energy is surrounding, because I will say I don't feel good about it. Intuitively, um, empathically, I feel, well, I just did this, so I feel like stress, I guess, maybe like stressed, or like I, I feel like I'm maybe in someone's energy right now, and I feel like I'm like, well, what are we gonna do now? I mean, there's expletives. Like, what the f are we gonna do now? Um, yeah, because the thing with an ensemble cast is it only takes one person to really kind of tip the scales, and if they really want a film that people are going to see, they have to have the entire cast. You know, you can't just kill off an entire. You can, but you're going to ruin your Scream 8, let's say. If you want to do a Scream 8, you can't kill off your entire Scream 7 cast, or this cast from 5, 6, and 7 that the fans have come to know and love and that sort of thing. So is this setting off a catalyst of, okay, they fired Melissa Barrera, the star. Jenna Ortega seems to have taken her back, or taken, like, sided with her, taken her back, and is no longer going to be uh, a part of this project, because fans noticed that she had been liking some posts that Melissa was posting and everything. So we do believe, and I'm saying we because I also am a fan. I'm sorry, I keep hitting this mic. I'm going to have to move it. We do believe that there is some mistruth to the scheduling conflict. What was it? Very convenient excuse that the producers use. The producers, by the way, are Spyglass Entertainment. I want to hold them accountable, so I'm going to name and shame them. Spyglass Entertainment fired Melissa Barrera for speaking openly about the genocide in Palestine, and no matter how you feel about it one way or the other, that's not something I'm going to get into now. That's what's happening. So she allegedly said, some things, and it seems as though, now I don't understand why anyone would be opposed to their star speaking on such an important topic. So what I'm going to do right now is I was going to try to make this reading rather quick, but I was having so much technical difficulties. Again, I felt like something was trying to stop me. And let me just close out of this program really quick. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and use, let's see. I brought a whole litany of cards here because I didn't know what I was going to need. I am going to use the Tarot of the Haunted House. It's a scary movie, so I believe that's appropriate. I have a couple of astrology decks. I might look into the astrology of it. Did I bring the other one? Yeah, I think I did. No, I didn't. Did I? No. So, yes, I did. So, I may look into that too. But I think I'm going to start off with some Oracle decks. This one is a new one, new for me. The Wild Mystic Oracle card set by Anastasia Catris. And yeah, really nice cards here. The other deck that I may use is the Sacred Spirit. I might use this last or something. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'm just going to play it by ear here. And then I brought the Witch's Tarot along with me because since we're dealing with all females here, I don't know if you've caught up on that fact that it's all females that are having a problem here right now with the studio. Melissa Barrera, Jenna Ortega, and Neve Campbell. I like this deck for the strong feminine energy that's in it. If I can find a card to represent it quickly. If not, then we'll just move on. I don't know, like here's a mermaid, for example. Just a lot of good, like strong female representation happening in that deck. So just in case we need clarifiers or something like that, I think I'll use that. But for now, we're going to use the Haunted House, the Wild Mystic. Let me put these headphones somewhere. Can I wear them? No, because then I can't hear myself talk. And then, I love to hear myself talk, right? Kidding. Okay. Excuse me. Oh, this chair is really low to the ground, and my back is not what it used to be. So we're going to... Well, that just popped out. What was that? Secret. I don't know if I'm going to include this, but it just popped out as soon as I opened the box. See? How close can I get? It's very, very glossy. So, yeah, that's a secret. It's a crow with a little lock. Or crow or raven with a lock in its beak. The key is down here on another crow mouth. That's interesting. Neat card. I have the book here. I haven't used this deck yet. This is the first time I'm ever using it. By the way, I keep looking at myself instead of the camera because, again, like I said, I'm used to looking more like in my eyesight. The camera in my sister's setup is right up here. So, and by the way, my sister and her boyfriend, they may walk in because they'll be getting off work here not too long, so I apologize in advance for that. I was meant to do this much earlier, but again, like I said, I was having technical difficulties. Anyway, enough with the excuses. Sorry about that. So we have secret here. So I'm going to keep this aside because I'm not going to include it in what I pull, but I am going to keep it in my mind as there's something secret going on, right? Something, so like the moon card comes to mind, right? Something done in the dark. And there's two heads with a lock and a key. So, yeah. I mean, that could go many different ways. You could also read the meaning for it. If I just have like a quick peek, let's see what it says. My baby's got a secret. The Madonna song has got my head. Okay. My baby's got a secret. Something's coming over me. I'm trying to think of the name of it. Maybe it's Secret. Bedtime Secret? If there's anyone in chat who knows, feel free to let me know. I mean, I know what the song is. I'm just focusing on something else, so I can't think. I want to see what... I know what the word secret is, so I'm not looking that up. I'm trying to find out what these ravens are all about. In fact, it's not showing up. Huh. Oh, I see. So it's going by the animal. Okay. Well, I'm not going to waste any more time on that. Sorry, I wasted enough time. It was going by the animal and not by the word that's on the card. So, all right. Let me go ahead and take these out and give these a quick shuffle. And let's see what the other energies are. So definitely some secretive, unsavory, I want to say, things. I mean, it's Hollywood. I don't expect much more, right? Fortunately. Mother, Father, God, Great Spirit, Brother Orca, ancestors, angels, and guides, I invite you to this table to sit with me and guide me as I look into this the production of Scream 7 and what's going on, mainly with the lead actresses, the treatment of women going on in this particular production. Any other ancestors, angels, Synod Masters, Archangels, anyone who else would like to participate is welcome. I ask you allow me to convey the information that is available currently in the Akashic Records, and anything that you do not wish for me to see, obviously, I will not see and I will not say. So, with that being said, thank you very much for being here. In Jesus Christ, I pray. Amen. 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 Okay. All right. Sorry, I just had to say my little prayer. Gotta give thanks. I'm seeing someone getting pushed. Rebirth. Okay. So it's definitely gonna. They're gonna. They're gonna have to go back to like the drawing board of like I feel like Scream 7 was written. It was done, ready to start filming, and then this happened. But why did this happen? I don't feel. It doesn't feel like coincidental. Even the firing of Melissa Barrera seems a little off. Because it's one thing to reprimand your star, and sorry, I'm mixing my words. You reprimand your star, as in like your lead actress in your film, but to outright fire them without a warning, it seems underhanded, as if they were like. I'm getting like the feeling that they were like waiting, like what's like a perfect opportunity that we can get her. So secret rebirth. And we have here courage. This here is the women standing together. They're trying to get Neve Campbell. I don't think Neve Campbell's going to take it. I think here with the secret and the rebirth here with the courage card, I think these women are going to kind of stand their ground, and they're going to do what's right for women in Hollywood. And because the light is on them right now, like it's not quite a Me Too thing, but it's in a similar vein where women have been mistreated for is it centuries now? Have movies been around for centuries? Yeah, I think so. So for a century or more. So it's more. I think they recognize it's more than just them and what they're currently going through. Let's get one more card here from the. There it is. Already poking out joy. I get joy here. This could speak to them reaching an agreement. The dragonfly. What does the dragonfly mean? I can't remember. If anyone in the chat can tell me what the dragonfly represents, I'm blanking. We've got so far a crow or a raven. I can't tell. A snake, a lion, and a dragonfly. Joy. Can we clarify Work. Okay. So joy and work. So whether this is something to do with the current project that they're working on, Scream 7, or if they move on from Scream entirely and find something else, I feel like they're going to maybe like Jenna Ortega and Melissa Barrera work together on something completely different, and that they find their joy in that. Oh, my thing is mirrored, so the words are backwards. I'm sorry. But yeah, joy and work. That being said, there's also this is a worker piece, so and it's a yeah. So this is also a lot of hard work ahead of them, and especially in that they are essentially going against a lot of powerful men at the moment in the movie production world, who gained to be fair, gained most of their power based off of these women's backs. And when I say that, I mean based off of their success in the Scream 5, 6 films. And Neve Campbell certainly, just her name being attached to Scream 5 was a big deal for them. All right, so let's move on to the tarot here. By the way, if I speak slowly or anything like that, just know that I always watch videos at 1.5 or above. Because I get it. The struggle's real there. Okay. Should have already had this ready to go. You know what? In fact, let me pull some astrology cards really quickly. I just want to see the astrology around what's going on. Do I use heavenly bodies or the Barbieri zodiac? This one has more options. I'll use heavenly bodies. Sorry, I keep hitting this mic. I'm not used to a mic stand like this. I'm used to just one that sits in front of me here. So maybe I can get this more out of the way so I don't bump it as much. Okay. And let me get this box out of the way. My goodness. I've got so much tarot stuff all over the place. Okay. Oh, I don't know if it's raining or if someone's taking a shower or what, but the water sounds nice. All right. Let me just get some astrology around those current events. Some astrology around Melissa Barrera's firing, around Jenna Ortega allegedly leaving the film due to scheduling conflicts. About Neve Campbell being kind of insultingly thought of after some fan outrage led to the studio heads being like, oh, well, what if we get Neve Campbell back? That's the way it feels. The energy of that is, oh, well, the fans are really upset and we didn't expect this. So what if we dangle Neve Campbell in front of them and, then they'll shut up. But Neve Campbell would be great, but what would be even better is if Spyglass was replaced. Okay. Spyglass clearly does not know how to treat their actors, especially female actors, and we've seen that now with 3 different big stars. Let's just see what the astrology is around this. I'm going to pull 3 astrology cards, so there's a possibility of a trine, although there's not much positivity in this, so I don't know if the trine is going to come out. More like a square. Let's see, what can we get here? This one wants to come out right here. Oops. Uh-oh, when did it come out upside down? I don't read reversals. So we got Venus. So Venus is the planet of the arts and beauty. Give and receive love, find value, and see beauty. Give and receive love. Isn't that interesting? This is very, very bright. Oh, my vignette is trying to focus on the card. Anyway, I got Venus here, ruler of the arts. So let's see. Venus also rules feminine energy and beauty and that sort of thing. We've got Aquarius, originality, philanthropy, and progressive imaginings. So there's something around the energy of Uranus or Aquarius is ruled by Uranus. So there's something about turning the system on its head here. And I think Jenna Ortega, if we're correct of her actually deciding to quit the series because either that or use this scheduling conflict as an excuse to get out of it because of what they did to her friend and co-star Melissa Barrera. Here's the thing: if they do it to one, they can do it to any of them. So why not team up with your sister in this? You know what I mean? Not biological sister, but of course. And we have the heirs. We have the heir card. Did I show you the Aquarius card? I'm sorry if I didn't. Not too much here, though. Just very pretty cards here, but I just enjoy the energy that they have. This is the heir card. Open-mindedness, objectivity, and learning. So we've got air and Aquarius. Aquarius obviously is an air sign, along with Libra and Gemini. So air speaks to intelligence and inner learning and inner knowing and knowledge in general. Also speaks to communication. I'm going to pull one more really quick because I wonder what the communication is about. It seems like maybe with air and Aquarius here, there was a beauty to the way that this came about. Like it was like a curveball, Uranus, right, with Aquarius, and the communication with the air card. It was like they immediately got backlash. And we have, what did I just say? Uranus. Radically change. Yeah. So this was kind of in the stars for this. I don't see any recovery from this yet, so we'll see. We'll have to see what the tarot has to say. On the bottom of the pack, we have here the sun, so illumination of something. I think we see an illumination of a lot of things going on here. We have self-expression and embodied truth. I think embodying truth is strong for these ladies. They're sticking tight to their guns, and I'm very glad they are, especially that they're sticking together. A unified front is always going to be your best bet when dealing with people with what they think is more power than you. But what they fail to understand is that you can't just replace beloved characters, beloved actors. People form a connection with them, okay? And it's hard to... You can't. It's really hard to just to say, Melissa Barrera is replaceable, Neve Campbell is replaceable, Jenna Ortega is replaceable. Not only is it disrespectful, it's also just really mean, I guess. Let me pull from the tarot here. Open the tarot here. So we've got the Tarot of the Haunted House. I thought it was just appropriate for the spooky movie. These cards are a little bit darker, so there's going to be a little bit darker energy showing up, but hopefully they help. I would like to see these into the energy of any of the actresses I mentioned. Melissa Barrera. You know what? Maybe I'll do a card for each. Melissa Barrera, Jenna Ortega, and Neve Campbell. And I'll see the energy between the three of them. I might pull and see what the energy between them in the studio is. I imagine it's not good, so I might not even have to pull for that. I'm pretty sure that the energy is very bad around this time. So let me shuffle a couple more times. All right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Do everything in threes. 1, 2, 3. All right. So this one wants to pop out right here. So we have the. Is this the Empress? Already strong female energy, if that's so. Let me get my book here, just in case. These cards are very, they're very similar to the Rider-Waite, like typical. By the way, here's the card. They're very simple or similar in terms of the depiction, but they're much darker and more sinister, which again I thought was just appropriate because we're talking about a Scream movie, and I thought it'd be, more appropriate that way. So let's look at the Empress here. I mean, the High Priestess. I'm sorry, not the Empress. Should I say the Empress or the High Priestess? I can't remember. Intuitive awareness. The Virgin Daughter archetype. Okay, so I think with the High Priestess here showing up first. Now I didn't pull any cards. This one just wanted to come out. This is something that's been going on beneath the surface. That's just now coming out. It's almost like I'm getting the feeling that Melissa Barrera was like, I know that this would be a liability, and I want out. Or actually, I'm hearing, I want them to know. Them, who is them, is we. We are them. We are the public. I want them to know. I'm hearing that very strongly. I want them to know. I think Melissa Barrera was very hurt by what they did to Neve Campbell. I'm picking this up intuitively, by the way. I'm not getting this from the card, but it's helping guide me. I think Melissa Barrera was very hurt by what happened to Neve Campbell. According to her, she grew up kind of obviously loving these movies as much as, everyone does. And again, I don't mean everyone literally, but, everyone who loves them loves them. In traditional tarot, she's got a book that's like not quite red. In this one, she's got, I think, a scroll in her hand, on this hand, and this one like an offering bowl or something like that. It's like a script, and I wonder what she's gonna do with the script here. It's like, could there be a script leak? Oh gosh, there's like so many avenues that this could go down, and I can already see all of them. That I can imagine anyway. This is this is messy. I'm gonna throw this back in here just in case it wants to come back out later. If it comes back out later, then we know that the High Priestess is a big component, and it would make sense being that this is 3 women that we're talking about. So, Scream 7 Cursed. Give me some information. Was I gonna do Melissa, Jenna, and Neve? Yeah. Okay. Let me do that. Let me see the energies between the 3. So I'm gonna pull a card for each. Okay. You might have seen Aphrodite do this. I also do this. Do some comparative energies and see how like one person feels about another. But I'm gonna pull one card for each, and then I'm gonna pull a card that connects them. So 2 cards, one that connects Jenna Ortega to Sam Barrera, and then one that connects them to Neve Campbell. And yeah, it's just it works in my head, so I'll explain it to you. Don't worry, you won't be lost. Okay. So can I please have a card for Melissa Barrera? How is Melissa Barrera feeling in this moment? Tell me anything you can about Melissa Barrera's alleged firing. She was let go. Was she fired? Alleged firing from the Scream 7 film. I'm not going to spend too much time on this because I also wanted to see if Scream 7 is even going to happen. And also, my sister's going to be home soon, and I'm on her computer, and she's going to want to play her video games. So let's try and hurry. So, okay. Melissa Barrera, what are you? 10 of Pentacles. She feels like she got what she needed, or either that, or she didn't. And this is her. Okay, you know what? This is almost like an FU to Spyglass for what they did to Neve Campbell. So, oh, I'm okay. I'm getting that this wasn't even about the the Palestinian comments. This was about revenge. So there was a contract negotiation. Remember, the High Priestess had a scroll that was a contract. Okay, and the contract negotiation, she asked for an absurd amount of money, which she probably deserved because Scream 6 made, I think it's one of the most successful Scream films in terms of box office. I think the first 3 surpass it, if I'm correct. But Scream 6 still did exceptionally well. I think it was time for, you know what it was? It was time for, they had a 2-year script or a 2-year contract with the studio to make the films. And it was time, just like in Scream 6, if you remember Scream 6, it was time for Neve Campbell to renew her contract. I think she only had a 1 film contract, and then she was going to sign, depending or something like that. Either that, or I don't know the specifics of Neve Campbell's contract, but I know that what happened was they ended up not paying her what she was worth, or not offering her what she was worth, and she declined to even be in the film whatsoever. So that's currently what's happening here. The 2 ladies, Melissa Barrera and Jenna Ortega. In fact, this card came out as well. Let's see, this one's for Jenna Ortega. We have the Knight of Cups. Okay, so yeah, this is an emotional attachment. This is a kind of like I'm I've got your back, right? Like, you know what I mean? This is a very like strong energy of female empowerment and that sort of thing. So I definitely feel like these two's contract was up. They had a contract for Scream 5 and Scream 6, and it was time for them to renew their contract. And Melissa came in and said, well, I want, I don't know, 20 million, some outrageous number, right? It may not have even been outrageous. It may have been completely fair, but she did it in a kind of underhanded, you know what I mean, FU way, kind of to to get them back for what they did to Neve Campbell. And speaking of Neve Campbell, what do we have here for Neve Campbell? Neve Campbell, will you be joining the Scream 7 film? I'm hearing no. I'm hearing absolutely not. Absolutely not. I have the Six of Cups. So this is her looking back on her past. It's almost like she's done. She's closed that chapter. She's looking back fondly. Especially the first 4 movies when she was working with Wes Craven, who she was very close to. But I think the new movies, I feel like she feels like they're just tainted with sort of energy that she's not very interested in, and she's more interested in her past self and her past work, and she feels that she's already completed her job in the films. Not to say that she will never come back, but I don't see her coming back for Scream 7. I think they're going to have to go back and completely rethink Scream 7 if they don't get rid of Spyglass. If they got rid of Spyglass and perhaps Paramount Pictures and started all over, and I do think that the situation would be a bit different. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. So I don't think I need to see the energy between them because I see it. But if I can have one card for how all 3 are feeling, or how they're feeling towards the project, how are all 3 feeling about Scream 7? One card to sum that up, if possible. I know that's probably not possible, but well, yeah. We have what is this? 10 to 13. What is 13? It's not death. X10 IV. 14. Sorry. Temperance. Yeah. Oh, yes. So temperance. So a temperance typically means like a balance and stuff like that. But this deck is so interesting because the imagery changes a bit. See here, you've got 2 women here, okay, and this one here, I don't know. I guess she's the bartender. She looks a little glamorous for a bartender. Is that correct? But she's got a bottle and she's pouring the wine and everything. So I think with the temperance, it's like they definitely have each other's back here. And they're even watching how much they drink. In other words, they're monitoring each other's social media and their behavior, and then seeing what their next move is going to be. Okay, so all right, and then we're gonna do a quick spread with these cards to see what is going on, like what is really going on here in Scream 7 land. It's a shame, I've been a fan since I was a kid, and I'd hate to see it in this way. We've got the strength card coming out. So there was initially there was a camaraderie and like a real sisterhood and a real, not just sisterhood, because with the male castmates, it was a real bond that happened. And I think Neve Campbell, I'm getting a smile. I think she looked at the new cast as excitement, and she remembers her on that first movie set and her excitement and her castmates' excitement. And yeah, so that's going to be the first card that's sitting in the uh, main position. Okay, so let's see what's crossing that. What's crossing that is the death card. The death of that, yeah. The greed, the avarice, the entrapment, and the feeling, and the disposing. I think disposing, making people feel disposable or less than, making them feel like they're less than, what they're worth. At the base of the pack, we have the Seven of Wands, which is this is them defending themselves, fighting for themselves, standing their own ground, being attacked, but they're standing their own ground. They have the high ground here if you look in the card. Yeah, they're coming at them with not pitchforks, torches. Sorry, and it seems how are you going to make it out of that or whatever? But she's got her own torch and everything, and she's ready for battle. So I think these girls are not going to be backing down. They're not going to be giving into any kind of demand or any kind of anything. I don't think they're going to let this slide at all. I wouldn't be surprised if there is a flaming talk show, kind of like going the rounds and talking about it and exposing the mistreatment that they experience at these studios, mainly at Spyglass. It's the main one that's being dealt with. All right, let's see. What's in the past position, please? No, that one fell. Oh, please let me get it. One second. I'm going to mute so you can't hear my chair sliding around and everything. 1 second. Okay, so sorry about that. Yeah, a bunch of cards just flew out. I don't know the order, so I'm not going to include them. I'm just going to go ahead and keep shuffling. We were talking about the past positions. Okay, so in the past position, what do we have here? We have the Nine of Cups. So we have the wish fulfillment. It seems like they felt really lucky and like they were keeping this close to their chin, kind of, close to their chest, like Oh God, we can't. We got to be careful because this is a once in a lifetime opportunity with the Nine of Cups here. Now this could also be the studio because this is a male. Not there's no gender in tarot, but I'm just taking note that this is a male that has a wine bottle and he's getting ready to fill the cups. So it's something about like it could be also something about a casting director about to cast, make the cast, and sorry to say, but he looks kind of like a sleazeball, right? You know what I mean? So I don't know. Yeah, he's got a very unkind face. So all right. So either one of those, I think maybe the latter seems to make more sense, but we'll keep going. Let's see what crowns the reading here, guys. I'm gonna try to hurry. It's been let's see how long we've been live for. Almost an hour already. I'm only planning on a quick 30-minute reading, and look what happens. All right. Crowning the reading we have. I was waiting for this card to show up. Actually, the Four of Wands. Or is this Swords? This is Wands. Swords? Wands. Sorry. This is the Four of Wands. Now, the Four of Wands is typically a actually, let me look up something really quickly because I believe there was a keyword that I always try to remember about the Four of Wands. I always ended up forgetting. A rest, a gathering, peace, hate. Okay, so in the sky there is a hiatus, but if you look at the figures, this is again because of the nature of this tarot deck. The again it's the tarot of the haunted house here. They all have kind of like spooky, vampire-y, culty kind of imagery, and this one in particular, before I even started doing the reading, I saw this in my head, this card. And I was like, I wonder when the Four of Wands is going to come out. Well, here it is crowning the reading. So I'm not saying there's any kind of demonic anything going on, but this was definitely some kind of cultish or how do I say bros before hoes? Do you know what I mean? Like the men are very much sticking together against the women, and vice versa. The women are obviously sticking together against the women. Now these people are wearing masks, so actually, yeah, they're all wearing masks. So we don't even know if these are men or women. But if we look at what is it? This is also a marriage card, by the way, but I don't see that happening. Although, if we go to the marriage meaning of the Four of Wands, what they want or what they're wanting on their quote unquote bingo list or wish list or whatever words they use, they are wanting Sydney and Patrick Dempsey's character, Detective Kincaid, who ended up getting married later and off screen and everything. They ended up together. He's from Scream 3. They're wanting them to become the focus of Scream 7, I think just to save face because of what happened with Melissa Barrera. I don't think they for sure did not expect the outpouring of support that Melissa Barrera received. And I think they realized that they're in big trouble. And so it was an easy throw out Neve Campbell's name and the fans go crazy. But the fans, we're not stupid, and we kind of see right through that. But I definitely see a ritualistic or a communal frat, like a fraternity type energy. Yeah, I'm getting the feeling that the stars of the movie were just money makers. And you know what I just heard? They can make more money with someone else. So there's also an energy, and a very unkind energy of someone, maybe all of them, saying, um, we can do better than Melissa Barrera. We can do better than Jenna Ortega. We can get more attractive. I hate to say that. I mean, they're both beautiful women, so I mean, it's and everyone's beautiful in their own way. Yeah, I'm gonna move on from that energy just because I don't like where it took me just now. I just want to say to the fans of Scream, I would definitely consider, if they don't get rid of Spyglass, if things continue the way they've been continuing, please boycott this movie as much as it may be hard to. Because we don't want to show them that we are in support of this behavior. And the easiest way to do that is to vote with your dollars. I would say that 100 times over. Vote with your dollars and go see the competition of whatever is up against Scream 7 that weekend. Make your vote heard, basically, by buying a ticket to something else. Even if you don't want to see it, buy the ticket, and out of solidarity out of solidarity with the cast, and out of solidarity with mainly the women. I haven't seen anything to show me that men are being mistreated, so the women of the franchise. Sorry, I had to hide that. I'm not sponsored. All right, let me keep moving. Wow. Yeah, it's coming up on an hour. I'm trying to hurry. In the immediate future, what do we have in the immediate future for the Scream 7 debacle? Another card just flew out. 1 second. The 10 of... Ugh. Sorry, 2 cards came out. First one I've seen, 10 of Swords. So that's an obvious backstabbing and betrayal. Now, in the near future, is there something more coming down? What else came out? The Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is typically an effervescent, very powerful woman, and I see that here for her, but she also looks she looks unkind. I'm just gonna keep these two together. A backstabbing, could it be is a woman involved in the backstabbing, or is a woman being backstabbed? Possibly a fire sign woman. No, I think this is someone at the studio or something like that, or casting, or just someone with a higher position of power. That's sorry, this card too. That's involved in this betrayal. Okay, so it's not just men that are doing this. There's also there's a woman involved as well. I can't think of any of the female producers of this movie. Let's see. In the mind. How about in the situation? The situation, what is the energy around the current situation here with the 7th card? What do we have here? The 4 of Swords. So we do have a retreat from battle. We do have a period of respite. We have a period of needing to take a break. And interestingly, like they pumped out 5 and then they pumped out 6 very quickly. So another aspect to what I think, in my opinion, was Melissa Barrera sabotaging herself in order to expose this company, in order to expose these men and perhaps this one woman, is this little monster hands reaching out for her there. See that? See what I mean about this deck? There's all kinds of meanings that you can pull from it. Monster under the bed. I get the feeling that the monster under the bed for most actresses, especially young actresses in Hollywood, is the producers of movies and the people in charge of whether they get to do what they love or get to do what makes them money. So we have that in the environment, the situation's mind is a kind of like a calm before the storm, like a relaxation before more blows off. It's almost like I'm almost wondering if Neve Campbell is going to come out with something pretty explosive. In the environment around, we have the page of this page or knight. This deck, I can never tell. It just has the horse head. I think that's page, but like the knights are usually the ones with the horses. So, do I have my? I just want to double check really quick, make sure. I always forget. As much as I've used this card. So this is the ones. And thank you everyone for putting up with me as I work through this. I'm trying to be as thorough as possible. I have not seen any readings on this. Not to say that there aren't any, but I'm just curious as to what's going on here, other than obvious. So the knight. This is okay. So this is the page. Vampire youth of fire sits of an illuminated carousel with the energy of fire in his hands. Focused, passion, adventurous, soul, wanderer. Okay, so in the environment around the situation, we do have a message here. This is a page of messengers. I keep coming back to it being a message to these men. So, and the environment surrounding this whole thing is, we didn't agree to this. We don't stand by this, and this is not what we're here for. I might come back to this card, but that's what I'm initially getting here because that issue kept coming up. Let's see what else do I see here. This man is walking away from. Sorry, it's hard to see. I think that's his cloak, this darkness here, but he's walking towards some bats. Of course, the book described that he's a vampire. Oh boy. Anyone still here watching, or if you're watching on replay, please hit like, subscribe, and comment and share. I would really appreciate it. It actually helps the algorithm out, believe it or not, because if people like the video, it tells YouTube, oh, hey, people are actually watching this, so maybe other people are gonna like it too. So that's how the algorithm works. It's kind of dependent on whether people engage with your content or not. Also, December scopes are going to be coming up. I will talk about that at the end of the video, though. But I just remembered that December tarot scopes are going to be coming very soon. Going to be recording in the next couple of days. Sorry, hopes and fears, or the concern around the situation with Scream 7. Hopes and fears, concerns. Ooh, a bunch of cards just came out. Well, you know what? Let me take them. Because we've got the Ten of Pentacles here. Remember that came out with, that's Melissa Barrera's card. It may sound like I'm mispronouncing her name. I know it's Barrera, but like I have like a little bit of a speech impediment, so sometimes it just goes blah, 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 blah. But that's what I'm saying. We have the Devil card. Did I say earlier that, okay, this is the Death card. I don't know if I said Devil. This is a Death card, but I think I said Death card, but just in case. We have the Devil card here. That makes sense, being tied to a contract, unable to free yourself from chains, and not getting your way. It's not about not getting your way. It's about not getting what's right. Not getting what's right is what I want to say. We have the Princess, or the Page, or the Queen of Cups here. So, which one of these is I wish I should have looked at their signs beforehand. The Queen of Cups. This is a very loving maternal figure, so I'm wanting to say this could be Neve Campbell. And again, the studio's hope is that she returns. But the concern is that she doesn't. And also with the fans, the concern is if she does, then what does that say about what happened to what they did to you in Scream 6? What does that say about your support of your fellow castmates? And again, I don't see Neve rejoining, not under these circumstances at all. I don't see that. But I don't know why I feel like this is okay. Well, I'm pretty sure she's not a water sign. If she is, she may be a Cancer, but I think she's a Libra or something like that. This came out in reverse. Let's see. The Page, or the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords. Quick moving. Well, this can't. Concern is that the project is going to die. Basically, the project is going to. It's not going. It's just. With Melissa Barrera out, with Jenna Ortega out, with Neve Campbell most likely not going to return, they don't really have a movie because they have to go all the way back to the starting board, hire new people, and they have to do that under the negative opinion that people now have of them because of how they've been treating their actresses. So I'm keeping it in reverse because it came out that way, and that's what I feel for that. And finally, we have the Ace of Pentacles. This was all about the money. The hope was to for Stream 7 to pay as little as possible. The hope for the others was to extend a hand and ask for more, what they're worth. Not an unreasonable amount. Although I did see Melissa ask for an unreasonable amount, but as like a FU, if that makes sense. So there is an offer. There's also an offer, possibly from another studio, to buy out the rights, or to how do I say this? To get the I think to get the rights to Scream. Actually, Kevin Williamson, the writer of the first movie and the first few movies, he basically started Scream, and then he brought it to Wes Craven, who eventually bought it and made it to what it is. Perhaps there's a hope, there is a hope among fans of Kevin Williamson being able to buy back the rights to Scream, so that he can make these decisions and can be a part of these decisions. Okay, and what do we get in our final outcome here for Scream 7, Melissa Barrera, Jenna Ortega, Neve Campbell, the whole messed up plot? Is this a cursed? Is this a messed up, cursed set? Is this right here? What's this? The Eight of Pentacles. So a lot of hard work went into this. A lot of thought went into this, and I see a conjuring of feminine energy here. She's wearing very soft, kind of pink, colors, and that to me gives me like a floral scent and like a light feminine touch. The Eight of Pentacles, she is praying on an altar for money, but I don't know if she's praying for money or if she's receiving money. But that's what I get in my final outcome for that. Let me go ahead and clarify that. I also wanted to clarify something. I'll come back to that in a sec. I have cards all over the place. Please clarify the Eight of Cups, or Eight of Pentacles, I'm sorry. Eight of Pentacles speaks to hard work. Final outcome, hard work. Long road ahead, maybe? Okay. Let's see. Thank you. In the past, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Or not in the past. I'm clarifying, by the way. We have the Queen of Pentacles coming up here. We have the Star card, the Star of Hope. We have the Knight, the Knight of Cups. I believe I said that this was this was Jenna Ortega's energy in the first little spread that I pulled. So we've had Melissa and Jenna come back out after doing that. So the Star of Hope still remains, especially for Jenna Ortega. I mean, Jenna Ortega is going to be a star regardless. She's got Wednesday, wildly successful. She's got, she's just very kind of in girl right now. So this Queen of Pentacles could be management or something like that. maybe it's going to look into any kind of illegalities that happen with their contracts. Maybe someone's going to look over the kind of suspicious way that the contracts were ended. And I think that will be interesting because, again, the goal I think that most fans will tell you is that we really want Spyglass out. And we want someone in. Dimension would be great to come back. Someone who knows the value of a beloved franchise and will pay its stars what they're worth. I get here the Six of Pentacles, giving and receiving loans and debts. I get here, let me show you the card. Giving and receiving loans and debts. I get here the Emperor, creepy man, I don't know. And the Six of Wands. This is a celebration of success. I'm wondering if Melissa and Jenna got all they wanted out of Scream, and I think that they may be done. If I feel into the future, let me pull a card just to meditate on. If I feel into the future, I'm not seeing them in any Scream movies anytime soon, at least. I'm not seeing Neve Campbell either. Okay. Yeah. And Ace of Cups. Emotional new start. So that makes sense with what I was just gonna say. I feel as though Scream is a moneymaker. It's a wildly popular and kind of, I don't know the word for other than grandfather than. I don't know if there's a better, more appropriate way to say that, but kind of like it's already had it's a legacy. It's already had its legacy, and now you can just keep doing, the whole Michael Myers thing where you make movie after movie after movie that really doesn't make sense, but it doesn't matter because the fans are going to watch it no matter what. But I wonder if this is the producers going to take a completely new direction. They have to, because they no longer have these stars on board. I wonder if this is the studio going to take a whole new direction and go maybe an origin story, telling the story of the first murder that happened with Sydney's mom, Maureen Prescott. Sorry if it's spoilers, but the movie's been out for 25 years. I don't know what to tell you. More than that. Gosh, 28. 24. Yeah, I'm feeling that energy, that it's maybe that. We have the King of Wands here, sacrificing the female. I wonder if they're going to have a male lead coming up. I'm not opposed to it. What I'm opposed to is the treatment of women in order to get a male lead in a Scream series. Now, that's something that hasn't been done in terms of Scream. So if we can get rid of this, again, the caveat is if Spyglass is out, that I'm in, right? And if Spyglass wants to go the way of having a male as the main character, or even Scream 6 gave like a little teaser of it, of what it would be like to follow Ghostface around and not have to solve who it is at the start. But we could follow him and already know who he is and watch the story from like his perspective unfold. That's a really interesting idea. So that also came out. Let's pull one more. And then, yeah, we have the Eight of Cups leaving something behind. I don't think that Jenna Ortega and Melissa Barrera are coming back. I don't think they're interested in coming back. Neve Campbell certainly isn't. Neve Campbell will come back in a legacy capacity. As long as it's agreeable to something that Wes Craven would have done with her character. I believe that she had a talk with Wes before he passed, and I believe that she will not do anything to her character that he would not have allowed. And the same with Kevin Williamson. She won't be a part of it. All right, so that's it for the tarot. I mean, a lot of information there. I might have to just watch this back and just be like, because I'm honestly exhausted. Just like the energy that I was feeling. So I don't think I'm gonna pull any other oracle cards because I think we got a lot of answers and a lot of confirmations and all that today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and close here and make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share. And if you have any requests for any readings on any specific topic, go ahead and leave it in the comments below. And yeah, until also, if you're interested in any of the decks I used today, I will have them listed in the description. Otherwise, yeah, that's going to be it for now. I wish the ladies good luck and continued success, and we will see where it goes from here. And remember, these readings are alleged for entertainment purposes only. They are not fact. They are just a kid with cards here. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Catchphrase. Goodbye.